What's up, you guys? Today I got another unboxing of a gaming mouse. So, right off the bat, forgive me if I use any wrong terms or give any kind of wrong information. This is the first gaming mouse that I have ever bought in my life. Um, as you've seen, if you're a subscriber on my channel, you've seen my other videos recently. I just bought a gaming computer. I've done some upgrades to it, which I actually don't think I've gotten that video up yet, but I did some upgrades to it, and pretty much the only thing I was missing was a good gaming mouse. I have a Apex SteelSeries. I have a SteelSeries Apex 5 keyboard, and I was just using the stock mouse as you see there on the left, which it wasn't a bad mouse, but it was lacking a lot of features that I was looking for. Mainly, I think if you're getting a mouse like this one right here that I'm unboxing, you're probably going for the excessive amount of buttons on the left side, which is what I wanted because I mostly play Warzone and, just Team Deathmatch in Call of Duty, the new Modern Warfare. And having the array of buttons on the side lets me put so many actions right there on my thumb versus having to kind of swap my other hand around the keyboard to do whatever I need to do, which sounds totally lazy, but I'm terrible with the whole keyboard and mouse thing still. But check this out. So up here at the top, you can see like the little peel stuff coming off. I didn't realize you're supposed to peel that off. I didn't realize it was like, the coating stuff on it or whatever. I completely forgot and kind of sucked for the first little bit I was using it. But once I realized you got to peel that stuff off, the mouse feels great. Down here I'm opening up the little compartment that holds all the weights, so you can remove those, and it comes with that little holder I showed you. I like the heavy mouse. I haven't actually tried it with less or no weights in it, so I can't really say. But I have big fat hands, as you can probably see from this video. The mouse fits in my hands great. I was kind of nervous when I read some reviews on Amazon. A lot of people were saying I have big hands. This mouse doesn't feel good. I don't know what they're talking about because my hands are gigantic, and the mouse feels so good in my hand. I guess for lack of a better term, it fills my hand. It feels nice and solid, like it doesn't feel cheap. The buttons on the left side too, they click. Let me do it right now in the microphone. Let me see if you can hear it. I'm hitting just the 1, 2, and 3 button. Hopefully you can hear that, but those buttons click. And that's what I was nervous about because I couldn't find that in reviews. I didn't want a button that was like mushy or something, or that didn't click, because you just don't get that like tactile or tactical feedback, whatever you want to call it. I do prefer the click. I don't know, it feels better when gaming. My only real gripe about the mouse is if you can see to the left of my finger there's a like individual button. That's supposed to be like a fire button, but all it is a left click. So what I wanted to do personally was make that my reload button in the game, but it just on the mouse, it's just another left button. And apparently, I don't know if he uses the same sensor or what, but when I tried to make it my reload button, it would make my left click the reload. So it is just like I guess it is just like a shooting button or whatever. I don't know if I can change that in the software. Like I said, I'm very new to the whole, gaming mouse world. So I really don't have any idea what I'm doing. But from a first time gaming mouse user, I really enjoy this mouse. I really like the way it's set up. I like the way it feels. The cord feels really nice too. It's like a braided kind of cloth. The RGB lighting, of course, in today's day and age, that's a must-have. It matches the rest of my system too, as you can see. The lighting is actually really customizable too. You can make it where everything's the same color. You can do like the color flow like I have, where everything just kind of like does like the rainbow kind of transition. You can make it where it lights up like when you use it, almost like, as you use it, it kind of glows, which is kind of cool, but I just like the RGB showing off like I got here. Top buttons where those little red lights are, the 2 that are lit up right now, that is your DPI adjustment. There are 5 settings, and when I show the program on my computer, I'll show you, it's really customizable. You can change it. It comes with a pretty good setup from, the factory or by default, but I tweaked it a little bit because it basically goes from settings 1 through 5, it goes to like bare minimum, a little bit more than minimum, and then almost maxed out, pretty much maxed out and then like maxed out. Like there was a really big jump between like steps 2 and 3, and I will never use it that high. So I kind of tweaked it down a little bit, and actually, I mean, I'll never use the setting that high anyways. So I tweaked like the first 3 settings exactly kind of where I'd want them. There's definitely a little bit of a learning curve, but let me talk about the mouse now. I got it on Amazon. It's a Redragon M908 Impact RGB LED MMO mouse with side buttons, laser wired gaming mouse with 12,400 DPI, high precision 19 programmable mouse buttons. So this thing's got, I don't know if you could possibly want any more buttons on a mouse. I guess if I could change one thing, I would split each row of buttons. Just maybe put, like, they are on an angle. So that's one thing I was kind of worried about too. I'm like, am I going to be able to like tell which button's what without looking? Because that kind of defeats the purpose. But when the lights are on, you can actually see the buttons are angled. Like 1 through 6 is kind of its own section, and then 7 through 12 is its own section. But here I'm going to go ahead and open up the software. Really quick download, pretty easy to work with. I kind of wish between like the 1 through 6 group and the 7 through 12 that there would be just a little bit of a gap or something just to kind of break it up, because I do catch myself, and again, I've only had it for a couple days, so I'm sure I'll get used to it. I'm sure it'll get better, but right off the bat, I kind of catch myself actually still looking and feeling around a lot to figure out what button's what. But then again, like I said, I am brand new to this mouse. I've only had it for a couple days. But I ordered it on Amazon, and it came in like, I ordered it, I believe it was like Thursday night, and it came Saturday morning. So super quick shipping. It was, I believe, $35, give or take. And I mean, if you've ever looked at gaming mouses, gaming mouses, I don't know. If you've ever looked at them, that's a pretty solid deal. A lot of these things are like 80 or 90 or $100, for the quote unquote name brands. And this thing had great reviews. I mean, over 1,000 reviews and like 4.5 stars. So obviously you got the few people, there's going to be bad batches, so you're going to get one that's bad occasionally, but I mean, that's with any brand you buy. But I have no problems with mine. I have no serious complaints, just a few little tiny things I'd change, but that's really no big deal. It really seems like the biggest complaint on the reviews is the software. Like, I don't know, I wish you could see like my mouse clicks. I wish I would have turned that on or something so you could see when I'm clicking the button. But there's a little bit of a lag, like a little bit of a delay when you click something. And every setting you do, like I would hit apply down at the bottom right, and it takes about 10 seconds for the mouse to kind of like, the mouse like reboots and the lights kind of go crazy for a split second, and then it works. But I mean, that's really no big deal to me. It's mouse software. I'm not constantly changing it. I'm not, maybe there's some people that are, but I'm personally not. I could probably uninstall this software right now and live the rest of my life happily ever after and never need it again. I really didn't have any issues with it. So overall, I would say 0 complaints. You're in the $30 price range for this mouse. This isn't an $80, $90 Logitech, gaming mouse, or an Alienware, or, Steel Series or something like that that's going to be really expensive for essentially the same thing. Yeah, I'm sitting here, like, I'm scrolling through the reviews right now as we speak, as I'm saying this, and basically the only bad reviews are one guy had, a defective one out of the box, and then another person had just complaints about the software. And like I said, there's minor things that I guess would kind of be annoying, but at the same time, even if like you can make different profiles too, so like different games you can have it set up different ways, I guess. Aside from that, like I'm never going to use it again. I changed my lighting to the way I wanted it, and that's it. So without rambling on too much, I do definitely say that I would recommend this mouse. I enjoy playing with it. I enjoy if you have small hands, you might not like this mouse, though. I can definitely say that. Like I said, I have pretty big hands, pretty fat hands. This mouse fits my hands really well. Like, there's a lot of space that I can kind of, lay my hand on. And everything is just pretty much perfectly in reach. Like I said, I really have no complaints. So that pretty much wraps up my little unboxing and review. Like I said, really no complaints. If you guys like what you saw, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. And if you like my channel, I'd definitely appreciate it if you subscribe for any future cool videos as well. And check out all my other stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.